Hey guys, I'm just going to talk a little bit about how to set up your plans for the kitchen. All right, so here we go. We want to use Revit to create the kitchen as shown in the book on 215. All right, and then we want to prepare some of our drawings. So we're looking for a floor plan, elevations, and a rendering. All right, so really in this video I just want to kind of talk about floor plan and elevation. So let's start with just the floor plan. All right, in the pre-built project that you should have started using here, you have a set of drawings that kind of accompanies or is set up for all of your different sets of plans. So we'll just go ahead and we'll use that. We're not going to fight it. All right, so what I'm looking at here for my kitchen is a relatively small view that doesn't fit on the piece of paper very well. So it is drawn at 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. All right, this would be a great scale at on a smaller size title block, but once again, I don't want to fight with this too much. We're just going to kind of go with the easiest way to work here. So right now I'm just going to activate the view, and the first thing I want to do is I want to hide these elevation boxes that are on the outside of the drawing. So I'm just going to go ahead and hide these because these are exterior elevations and they're not really specific to this particular project so much. So we can just go ahead and we can hide in view each of those. And I want to actually do that as an element. I want to do it individually. I don't want to hide all my elevation boxes because we are going to put some interior elevations in here later. So you can just go ahead and pick all those exterior elevation boxes. You can right click and you can do hide in view by element. And once they're hidden, we'll just deactivate that view. And if you notice right now, like you can drag that view around on the piece of paper. It's actually really easy to just delete the view and drag it back on. That's going to get that little title label to fit under there very nicely. All right, and what we can do is we can just go ahead and we can put that on our drawing sheet, and what we'll do is we'll actually right click on it, we'll activate that, and let's make that a little bit bigger. So right now you're at a 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. Let's go 1/2 inch, just make it a little bit bigger. All right, and we'll position that on this piece of paper one more time. So we'll just delete it and bring it back on here. Now you have a nice 1/2 inch equals 1 foot drawing that we can use to kind of show our kitchen layout. Okay, now we want to put 3 more elevations on here, and we'll try to fit a rendering on too if we can. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just go back and we'll go back to our first floor plans. All right, we're going to put in an interior elevation or set up some interior elevations. So we're going to go up to the view tab. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a new elevation, and this time I'm going to click elevation here, but I'm going to change this over to interior for the type selector. So I'm just going to go ahead and position that right in the middle of my kitchen. When I'm done, I'm going to hit cancel, and I'm going to select the circle that represents the elevation. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 2 more checks on the sides that I want to see. So I got one interior elevation here, looking at the refrigerator side. I got another interior elevation looking at the sink side. I got another interior elevation looking over here at the range. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the assignment real quick, page 215, and let's take a look at the actual drawing that we need to look at. All right, for this, let me see if I can open that up. There we go. Okay, and what you'll see is you have like a shaded view of some of the cabinets that we're cutting into, like a little section view of those cabinets. All right, and one more time we'll go back here, and then you can kind of also see like where that view gets cropped off. So the view for the elevation side looking at the refrigerator gets cropped off just to the side of the refrigerator. Here we can actually see like both sets of walls. Over here on the range side, it gets cropped off just to the right side of the range. All right, so what you can do is you can go ahead and you can just use each of those elevation marks just to crop that down a little bit. Okay, so you can just crop those down. And now what we're going to do is we'll go back to our drawing sheet, which I think was first floor plan, and we'll just use this drawing sheet just to put all of those on. So now you have your interior elevation drawings, and you can actually just drag and drop these right onto your sheet. Now most of them are going to look pretty close to what they should look like. The only difference is we do have to kind of crop them down because right now they're way too tall and they're showing a lot of information. So we can just kind of keep that between the first and second floor. And once we get that in place, all right, you can just delete that and bring it back on, and you can go ahead and you can set that up for the other 3 elevations. And what we'll do is we'll try to position each of our elevations like right across here in line at the bottom of the sheet as best we can. All right, so we'll just go ahead and activate this one and crop that down. And we'll just leave that over here. And we'll deactivate that and delete it and bring it back on. So that's going to be C. I want to keep these in line. Notice this little snap is going to keep them so that the floor level all lines up. All right, and then I also want to kind of keep them positioned as if like they were unfurled, as if they were like rolled out. So we have like, here's one view looking at the refrigerator, then the next one is going to be looking at the sink, and then the next one is going to be looking at the other side. Okay, and then the last thing we'll do is we'll throw a rendering up top, and we can print this whole thing out and submit it for the assignment. All right, great job, guys.